Welcome to another episode of The American Dream, a show that's unscripted, that combats negative media, commercial-free. If you get anything out of today's show, it's about dreaming big. Let's start the show right now.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted.
So we talk about this show, The American Dream. A big piece of it is how it's a mindset, not a circumstance. I don't know if there's anyone who better illustrates it than a guy named Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is a guy who came from nothing. He's built a successful empire that sells books, products, coaching. Overall, just a very inspirational guy. So we're here in Miami and we're sitting in a bank. Now, what you don't know is the bank, actually all this commercial space, Grant just bought it. So we're gonna go meet Grant, we're gonna walk around, show his company culture, get to know his story a little bit better, and then we're gonna go visit his private jet. So this should be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and let's check this out. Follow me.
So let me bring you back here, Craig.
Okay.
So this is our e-commerce right here. We'll do about maybe 40 this year.
Snap a few shots and everything.
And so, hey, Ryan Secco, how you doing? Amazing. He's a pilot and works in the real estate. He's moved from phones to pilot to we're going to raise $1 billion in cash for real estate deals. So we bought this building and we're blowing out all the way to that side. I need all the room in it. Yeah, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Hey, so this is the boiler room right here, okay? These guys are making phone calls all day long, cold calls, warm calls, and follow-up calls. Hey, guys, say hi to Craig, will you? That's how we roll, dog. That's how we roll.
Hey, let me get 2 claps to the Ric Flair.
I'm Cara Kay with The American Dream. I get to meet with Ryan Serhant of $1 Million Listing. It's an exclusive interview and it's one you won't want to miss. Are you ready to cheers to your book and all your success?
Sure.
Okay.
Are we drinking this?
Yeah, I mean,
Are we chugging
I know
it?
nothing about wine. I'm Cara Kay, and today I get to speak with Ryan Serhant. He is here in San Diego promoting his book. We are excited to read it. You do so well in real estate, and you know the power of media and TV. Thank you again for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
With the wine in the wine room.
It couldn't be classier, in my opinion.
I know, this is very classy. I should have worn a tie.
So I know that you know the importance of TV and media. How important do you think that is in real estate today?
I think media is incredibly important in all businesses. I think any business that does anything for marketing in any way, shape, or form is now a media company. I mean, if you're a real estate brokerage like I am in New York City, we don't build the apartments, we don't build the buildings. We're not really real estate brokers, we're media brokers, right? I find different ways to market my properties via media. And so for me, television has been huge, and now we do a lot through the digital space, right? You can see that a lot of networks are going digital. I have a YouTube vlog now, just to try to hit a different viewer base. It's really important.
Sure, I think you, of all people, know the importance of getting exposure to listings, which is why you've gotten into TV and media. Now talk about the transition into how important it is to be social as well as on TV.
Yeah, I think that if you're a salesperson, right, which is what the book is for, is anybody who sells anything, you're really selling yourself, right? You're creating a relationship. You sometimes have to talk about the product. Sometimes you have to go into the price. Sometimes you have to go into the features. You need to have all that information, but that's what you need to do. That's the job, right? Everything else, especially through social media, especially through different forms of media, is building that relationship passively, right? This, you and I talking right now, is an active communication, building a relationship. But I can hit so many more people through social, through YouTube, through LinkedIn articles. People talk about passive income all the time. For salespeople and for a lot of people in our generation, kind of the gig generation, we have passive relationships, our passive income, because those will turn into other sources of work for us down the line, and we just don't even know what they are.
If you are talking to a realtor who really wants to make it tomorrow and in the future, what advice would you give them?
I am always blown away when I meet new salespeople, especially real estate agents, who post on Instagram once a month, who aren't doing anything on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, and they say, well, that's not really me. Well, then the job isn't really you.
Thank you for watching. Link, subscribe, you know what to do. Oh.
Like and subscribe.
Oh.
Not like and subscribe.
You can't sit there and complain about not having business or sit there and complain about how the market's so tough if you're not actively doing things that are under your control. And what's under your control is putting out media. There's so many different places to absorb content these days, and so many real places to hit real people, to target them directly in your neighborhood, on your block, like that age group. It's all about consistency too, right? It's a really, really important word, and it takes a long time. Like for me, it took me 3 years before I stopped thinking about quitting real estate every day. It was tough. And same thing for social media and all forms of media. Like, you have to be consistent with what you put out there all the time, and that way people know what to look for.
Now, what do you guys think as a team? What does the American dream, I guess, mean to you in your office?
It's freedom of choice to be able to own a home if you want, or rent a home if you want, or to be able to have this job or this opportunity or that opportunity without repercussion other than your own expectations and your own stress that you put on yourself. I really do think that everybody has that thing in their stomach that is trying to get them to that next level in their life that they actually can take control of, but not everybody wants it. And that's the one thing I can't teach. Like, I can teach a lot in the book about how to find what your motivation is, how to find what's going to wake you up every day, how to find what's going to help you make a little bit of extra money every single month, but I can't teach you to want more for yourself. You have to want that on your own. So we're cheersing to the American dream?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that again.
Okay.
So it's like 3
Okay,
cheers.
cheers.
All right.
To the American dream.
Am I supposed to drink more?
No.
Okay.
How did we do? I am infamously terrible at alcohol.
No, I'm a real dude, and
So where are we? What is this here?
this is the e-commerce department. So we do about 40 million out of here.
Okay, so you do.
Everything: Facebook, Instagram, webinars.
What is the product line?
So the
Coaching.
the product line's everything from 10x hat, $20, cufflinks, to $80,000 program right here. So this is educational. This is what I started with. I was basically educating sales organizations, big companies, like from banks to car dealers, car manufacturers, on how to handle a customer differently. So he's doing a video Skype conference call. Let's go back and see. Hey guys, how's it going, guys?
They can hear you.
What's up, Amy?
Hey, you guys are awesome, man. I got my little glow on. How do I look?
You're looking good. You look amazing.
Dave's got a little filter, light filter here.
For that.
Hey, really appreciate you guys. William, Jason, Elliot, Amanda, Lauren, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being a customer. Anything we can do to help you guys, let us know, all right? Okay, thank you. So that's how we support our customers through Skype calls, Zoom, video conference. What's up here? This is a stat board. Okay, this is Jeremy's made 110 calls. George Badia's got 2 minutes and 44 seconds, 2 hours and 44 minutes of talk time already.
You guys need anything, let us know in between.
Corey Gill, I don't know where Corey Gill, where you at, Corey Gill? 2 appointments set, man? Did you set them both? Your mom and your uncle.
I'm not doing the power.
Come on, man, come on.
It's always great when we get to talk to this amazing team. I have Ed Laine. He is the partner and managing broker of Hometown Advisor Real Estate, and with him, as always, is Janice Cai. She is in the top 1%, is a properties consultant and a top real estate agent. She's also with Hometown Advisor Real Estate. Great to have you both on the show.
Great to be here, Amy. Thanks for having us.
You guys,
Thank you.
You guys are always expert for us and let us know what's going on in the Seattle market. Today is no different. We've been hearing maybe there's some shifts or some things going on. Why don't you tell us what's really taking place right now?
Yeah, you know what, Amy? It's really been interesting. I've been at this business for 31 years now, and I've not seen a market like this. What we're seeing is behaving like a buyer's market, even though we still have a pretty dramatic shortage of inventory. There's only about 3 months of inventory, and yet buyers are not feeling the urgency that sort of inventory would normally dictate.
So that does seem a little bit unusual. Janice, from what you're seeing as well, then what are these symptoms that we can be looking for? What do you notice as the symptoms of this market shift?
Hi, actually, what we are seeing is a kind of a market shift to a more of buyer's market, as Ed says. This means more inventory. According to Northwest Multiple Listing Service, house hunters in West Seattle, they have more choices. They are having the highest supply in 3 years. So they are facing fewer bidding wars. That's good for buyers.
So does this mean then if you're a seller that we've missed the mark? What do you advise to sellers then with this?
No, you know what, Amy? It's not like the window is closed or anything like that. What we are teaching our sellers, though, is to be patient. They also need to price their homes right. You know, a lot of sellers would go on what I would call a fishing expedition earlier this year in the hopes that they might find an overbidder or get a bidding war going. And you just don't want to make that mistake in this market. Your home will languish on the market, and you'll kind of get punished if you do. So be patient, but also price your home correctly. And if you're a buyer, rates are on the rise. The Fed raised them again last week. They're going to continue to do so into 2019. So really, you should be moving quickly to take advantage of the rates where they're at now, because the trajectory is going upward.
Yeah, absolutely the right time. If you're going to do it, let's do it now. Talk to experts like yourselves that can really guide them in what to do if they're pricing their home right as a seller, or whether it's a buyer that's ready to find that right property. I know you have a motivated seller right now that has priced correctly, that's ready for a buyer. Why don't you guys share that property for us?
Hi, yes, Amy. This is a beautiful waterfront house located in the most desirable neighborhood in north of Mercer Island. It has beautiful views of downtown Bellevue and also the Mayflower Bay. And it has almost a 60 feet of Lake Washington waterfront and its own private dock. It has over actually almost 8,000 square feet and located in a very big lot.
Oh.
And I know you have been in the house. Yeah. What's your taste of this house?
My favorite part about this listing, Amy, is that it's like resort living, but you're minutes from downtown Seattle and downtown Bellevue, connected by I-90. So it's got media rooms, wine cellars. It's got a mother-in-law unit with an extra bedroom that is really its own little oasis, all right there on the shores of Lake Washington. It really is phenomenal.
Oh, it just sounds perfect. I'll take it. I'm flying up tomorrow. Thank you both. It's always great to talk to you. You're always incredible experts there for your market in Seattle. And thank you for being such a great part of the American Dream.
Thank you for having us.
See you soon. You're watching The American Dream, and we'll be right back.
We've got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
1, 2, 3, listen.
What I love about you, Grant, is that there's a lot of people out there right now, and they're preaching bullshit, right? There's a lot of snake oil salesmen that live online now, and I've followed you, gotten to know you. You really live what you talk about. I mean, 10X isn't just some brand. Like, you're actually someone who invests time, energy, and capital into growth. Where does that inspiration come from? Because it's definitely real, man.
In the beginning years of me being an entrepreneur, I didn't spend any money. I didn't have any employees. I had a half of an employee. I worked out of my office. I did everything on the cheap.
What year was this?
This is, late 90s.
Okay.
Even for the first 20 years, though, of my career, like if you go back and look at what I was doing, I was a speaker and a consultant on how to grow a business, but I didn't have a business.
Okay.
And I hated it.
Yeah.
Because every time I'm talking to a guy about growing a business, when I went back to my hotel that night, I was just selling time.
Sure.
I was the guy you were describing.
Why do you feel so much more confident today?
I got 115 employees that 30 of them probably will become millionaires.
Wow.
I'm not Facebook. I'm not Amazon. Like, I'm not doing this on the backs of Wall Street. This is now I'm orchestrating a business. This has all happened in the last 8 or 9 years.
Incredible.
Yeah. When you take the lid off of, that's why I'm so passionate about what I talk about. Because when you take the lid off of this idea that you're going to work from home, that's so popular today.
Yep.
You're going to be a consultant or an advertiser or a marketer from your bedroom, and you're going to make millions of dollars. It doesn't matter. You're still not going to be a business.
The online world creates so much opportunity, but there's also so much phoniness to it, right? And I'm in the middle of writing a book right now called American Dream 2.0, and it's talking about the digital age, connectivity, but you can't ignore work ethic and real relationships and building social capital. And I think if you can bring those worlds together, it's probably the greatest opportunity in the history of mankind.
I mean, look at you left San Diego to come to Miami to build your business out. You can't.
You got to get here.
You can't do everything on Facebook and Instagram. There's still got to be somebody putting time and energy and resources in risk. I really admire that about what you guys are doing with American Dream.
Well, you know, and think about that term, the American Dream. A lot of people say it's dead, right?
Yeah.
And the moment you stop dreaming, I think, is the moment that you're dead. Tell us what's next for you. So you got a big event coming up, but give us 3, 5, 10 years. Where do you think you go from here?
You know, I have a company that I think I can take to $10 billion. My goal is to build the biggest real estate company, privately held real estate company in the country.
So you're still inspired, still hustling.
Yeah, still excited. We just, just released a book. It was the best release of any book I've ever done by 10 times.
Wow.
And so we're excited about a lot of stuff. I want to make the people that either partner with me or work with me to be, to do as well as I'm doing, if that's possible. And I think it is.
We're really inspiring people, man. As I was driving over here, we're posting, doing the social media thing too, and I can't tell you how many messages I'm getting from people telling me to thank you.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I hope you get that on the day-to-day, but I just want to share that with you. Yeah. Appreciate you having us out here. It's been a lot of fun.
Appreciate you, okay? We'll take it up in the air next time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hi, this is Alise with Alise Robertson Company. Seattle is often stereotyped as a bunch of tech hippies sipping coffee in the rain, wearing socks and sandals, right? Actually, we'll own that reputation. We're pretty fine with it. But you probably didn't know that Seattle loves their wine and beer just as much as they love coffee. It's true. There's a whole other elegant side to Seattle that you may not know about. And we aren't drinking from other states' wines. Washington has an amazing wine region. If you are looking at Washington from a bird's eye view, it's divided by the Cascade Mountain Range. To the west is Seattle, and to the east is, eastern Washington, which has a warm, arid climate with sandy, gravelly, loamy soils. Really, the ideal environment for grapes. And let me tell you, Washington has some absolutely delicious wines. So today, I'm in Woodinville, about 20 miles northeast of Seattle. Woodinville is where many of the wineries from eastern Washington have come and set up shop to show us Seattleites what they have to offer. In fact, it's become wine central with over 100 tasting rooms. I'm here to meet up with my sister at one of my favorites, Mark Ryan Winery. Let's go check it out. Okay, well, I can see that you already have a head start here. What are you drinking?
I did get a head start. Now, this is one of our favorite Cabernet Sauvignons, but it has a funny name that makes me laugh.
Which is?
Dead Horse.
Oh, of course. I love Dead Horse. Yes,
right?
That's good.
Now, most of you know, Alise and I grew up in Woodinville, and at the time, Woodinville only had a few wineries. But in just a few short years, Woodinville went and got all grown up, and the wineries have really put Woodinville on the map.
You're right, they really have. There's actually 118 wineries, 14 microbreweries, and 30 restaurants and eateries. So Woodinville is now a happening place to be.
So Alise, how many tasting rooms would you say you could do in an evening?
Well, I probably get 5 samples in one tasting, so usually I do about 3 tastings if I spread them out a bit.
Okay, so if you came here every weekend and did 3 tasting rooms, it would take you 40 weekends to get through all the wineries that are here.
That is crazy. Oh my goodness, wow. That's
Right?
fun though, huh?
It would be a lot of fun. So when we say that this place is a happening place, it really is tons of fun. You can take your time visiting a few tasting rooms, chatting it up with the locals. And what I really love is that although there are some big name wineries here, there's also some fun boutique wineries where the winemaker is actually pouring the glass of his or her finest.
That's so awesome.
It's really a unique experience.
You know, and I love that word. It isn't just a place to drink wine, it's an experience, it's an event. And because there's so many tasting rooms, you'll never have the same experience twice.
You're so right. So, you may be wondering how 100 plus tasting rooms have come to fit themselves into little old Woodinville. Well, that's where an understanding of the Woodinville wine districts actually comes in handy. They've split the area into 4 districts or areas. So we have the Warehouse District, which has at least a third of the tasting rooms, including Mark Ryan's board track racer line of wines. You have the Downtown District, the West Valley District, and the Hollywood District, which is where we are today. Now, the Hollywood Farm and the Hollywood Schoolhouse still are located in the heart of the area, and the Hollywood District grew up around Washington's first winery, Chateau Ste. Michelle, and now features more than 40 wineries. There's a lot of breweries, restaurants, and even a luxury hotel, Willow's Lodge, that call the Hollywood District home.
That's so awesome. So we'd advise you that if you're going to explore this area, you start by focusing on one district at a time. You'll have the advantage of parking your car once and walking to a variety of tasting rooms.
Absolutely. And now that we've shown you some of what Woodinville can be fun, let's go check out some real estate here.
That sounds awesome.
So Woodinville is known for having signature craftsman-style homes on larger lots varying from a ½ acre to 2 acres in size, which gives these homes a mini estate feel. There are also quite a few areas in Woodinville that are equestrian and tend to have much larger acreage, boasting pastures, barns, even riding arenas.
You're right, I love that. And today, we are in one of those signature neighborhoods called Aspenwood. This home is listed with Julie Skozafave with Windermere. It features over 3,200 square feet sprawled out on a shy acre lot. You'll find 4 large bedrooms, plus 2 bonus rooms, a gourmet kitchen with granite counters, all new paint and carpet, and a brand new roof. The backyard is really private, and we love that it's nice and level, which allows you to take advantage of every part of it. They have a nice entertainment patio and a tucked-away climbing toy for the kids. You'll also have plenty of room for parking with the 3-car garage and the oversized driveway.
And wow, we really love neighborhoods like this. There's space around the homes, yet you're still community oriented. You can really tell that the homeowners take pride in caring for their homes. As you drive through, you see the manicured lots, you wave to the friendly neighbors out for a stroll. And we can't forget to mention that the schools here are in one of the top-rated districts in the greater Seattle area.
They are. The schools are amazing.
So all around, Woodinville checks a lot of those boxes.
It really does, for everybody.
Absolutely.
Of course, since Bethany and I grew up here, obviously we're a little partial. But when buyers are looking for something special, they can't help but agree it's hard to beat this lovely little town.
That's exactly right. So for more information on Woodinville and the real estate market, check out our website to find out more about this and other cities in that greater Seattle area.
So that's all for today's episode of The American Dream. Look, the American Dream is about overcoming adversity or dreaming big. Hope you enjoyed today's show, always combating negative media. Don't forget you can follow us on social media. See you next week.